Yeah, so I know it's a little strange to be going live at just about 5 o'clock in the afternoon here in Tokyo because I know everybody is sleeping in the West right now, but I just couldn't hold back. Oh, XRP Bags, nice to see you. I know this is just a really bad time for a lot of people, but I wanted to take the moment uh, to toast because I always said that when XRP was used, good morning, used, I'm gonna have a nice glass of pink sparkle here. I always said when XRP was used to prove its utility out of Japan, that I would go live and have a toast with everyone. And I'm really excited to say that, yeah, the demonstration test that was done among the domestic companies of Sumitomo in November proved out to be successful. And so the next step was to take XRP and prove that use case in the corridor of Japan, between Japan and Singapore. And it was done on February 25th. Yeah, so it was actually done. And they're moving forward to, yeah, cheers to you too. They're moving forward. Whoa, that really came out like quickly. They are moving forward not only to continue this use case for moving money between the companies. You know, we've got a new corridor for one, which is Singapore. But also, yeah, I wish I could pop a bottle with Jungle because he's always talking about popping bottles. Well, I'm popping this Veuve Clicquot just to make sure that we take a little time to celebrate some of the small wins that we have in this space, especially now since there's a lot of, thank you, XRP Bags, since there's a lot of trials and tribulations that the community has been enduring and will continue to endure, I think, for a while, especially since we've got to get over this case. I think I'm getting, watching Jeremy and seeing that there's most likely, yeah, there's going to be probably a settlement, and I don't think it's going to go all the way to a trial. So it'll just be amazing when that gets settled. We've got Gensler tomorrow doing his nomination. I think that process is going to take a few days, if not weeks, even after he goes through that Senate committee. So I don't think it just happens like that tomorrow. I'm going to toast everybody though, instead of just talking. So look at these beautiful stem glasses are from Italy. Somebody gave them to me as a gift. So, and I just rarely use it. They usually stay in a box, but I took them out of the box for this great champagne. All right, everybody. Yeah, to another new corridor, to XRP in its use case, proving out its utility, getting far from just being a speculative asset. And cheers to the future, because we know this digital asset is able to deliver on moving value. And right now, hey, Craig Heaton, I don't have my Elvis clothes on. That was a funny comment yesterday. Okay, I can't wait anymore. I need to take a sip. Oh, that was 3 sips. Oh, wow, that's good. Oh, wow, that's good. I'm sorry that I can't see everybody. It'd be really fun in the future, I'll bet we'll be able to do streams that are a little bit more interactive. So I was super excited, of course, to tell you that the corridor is moving value for the group companies. It looks like it's Sumitomo again. And you know, the interesting thing is that they made a point in the announcement to say that XRP is going to have a use case also domestically. So the way that they have decided to use it as a hedge tool, it's not just going to be used in Japan, at least. It's going to be used domestically among companies, like the group companies. And it's also going, yeah, moon party, Lady Enigma. Can you believe it? This is a real moon party. And I think doing it, proving it out with a company like Sumitomo, that's like saying proving a case to be done with, gosh, you know, like Bank of America. Maybe even it's different. There's so much more to the Sumitomo Group than just being a financial company and a banking company. They're a huge conglomerate with many, many different companies. And this is a B2B play, right? We've got a this isn't just, I mean, I am all for remittances of the migrant workers who are in the countries that are not of their choice, but they do it to sacrifice for their families and they're sending money back home. I mean, that is a real use case that I wish that everyone could get their head around, which is why XRP has such an incredible value, because you're talking about people who, if they are charged 10 or 15% of their remittance from the fees, that's a lot of money for people that are in countries that are really struggling economically. And those families, I mean, it's been said that sometimes the fees can be as much as 3 or 4 days of living expenses for families. So yeah, but now with this new use case, we're talking about XRP being used, kampai, being used in a case where it is really, this is a business to business play. And it went on to say in that, if you didn't have a chance to see the video, the announcement went on to say that this is also going to prove out successful for the FX swaps market. That FX market is 6 trillion a day, daily in trading. Quiet Momo. Yeah, Momo, you can't see her, but she's right here, Craig. I am playing with her ears and her feet now, and that's Chibi making that noise in the back. He's always making noise. What are you doing, Chibi? I've got 3 of the 4 in here with me. And so anyway, the B2B play, you know, when we're talking a business to business play, we're looking at some really big transactions going through. Lady Enigma, I might see you soon. My sister's in Thailand. Yeah, not too far, right? And might move to Japan. Well, that's great. Yeah, and teach English. Yeah, that is definitely something you can do here. You know, the teaching jobs are, there's so many of them to do, and you can live anywhere in the country. And if you don't even like the place you're living, you can move, because there's always teaching jobs. Always, always, always. Hello from Houston. Houston. You've got some really good fishing in the Gulf of Mexico down there. I have done a little bit of that in the past. So yeah, you want to see Momo? Oh, she's sleeping. She's a little bit on the cranky side. I don't know if I can show you. I'll show you right here. She is, okay, Momo. There's Momo. She's a little cranky. In other words, if I try to pick her up, she's cranky. Hello, India. Wow, India, you are You're struggling a little bit with your government trying to figure things out, aren't you? And Nigeria too. I heard from someone in Nigeria that they said that that the P2P trading now has just exploded. Hey, LA. Yes, LA. You know, I was in Manhattan Beach, so I don't. So you're in the south part of LA too, so South Bay. I don't know exactly where you are. There's South Africa, the Seattle, Washington. I have a brother in Seattle, so I still visit Seattle a lot. I have tons of friends. Chibi's hungry? No, he's not hungry. Oh, thank you so much, Middleway. Oh wow, one of the oldest. Not that you're old, but Middleway is one of the oldest followers I have on my channel, I think. Yeah, I mean, I can think back to when I only had maybe 300, 400 followers. The channels across the board on YouTube have really grown because we have a lot of new people in the space, which is just great. It's been able to get, oh, hello from Ireland. Yes, I'm half Irish. Do you know that? We've been able to get a lot of new people, which has allowed the total market cap of this space to get over $1 trillion, which is really super exciting. Hey, Ferdy. Yes, if I had to adopt a new country, I think I would adopt the Netherlands. Yes, I definitely think. But we've got Australia in the house and Thailand in the house. And what are we celebrating? Yes, it's an XRP celebration because we are moving value from Japan to Singapore. And we're doing it in a way that is big time with businesses who are going to use it as a hedge. This is a completely new kind of tool. They're also, yes, going to use it for fast settlements. It does save costs that way too. But if you read, thank you, Lady Enigma, if you read the announcement, you'll see that the use case for XRP is really potentially gigantic. Hello, Las Vegas. Yeah, you know, I've got so many Las Vegas stories. You have just no idea. I was doing Las Vegas trade shows with my dad starting at the age of 12. So I can remember on the backside of Circus Circus. Hello, Denmark. Tak skal du ha to Danish. Copenhagen here. I have, my best friend is from Denmark. When we used to go to Las Vegas when I was very, very young, doing those trade shows with my dad, the Circus Circus, which is one of the older, you know, established, they're still there barely. They really need to come down. Something new needs to go up. Maybe they have bought it or brought in a new casino there because it was getting really old and tired. But the rains that used to come through Las Vegas, I'm telling you straight, when it rained, before they had the infrastructure built out like they do now, there were floods on the backsides of those casinos, and people died. No kidding. I mean, you had those flash floods in downtown, not downtown, because there's a downtown. I'm talking the strip. On the strip, those flash floods used to kill people in Las Vegas. Yeah, that's a really long time ago. So can I take another sip, everyone? Yeah, Lady E in Vegas. Lady E, are you in Vegas right now? That's right. I think you are. Yeah, I have so many friends there too. I have a guy that runs on the strip with a business that takes busloads of guys to the strip bars. Yeah, I shouldn't tell those stories, but that's really true. Thank you, Randy. Thank you, Randy. Thank you so much. Yeah, there's a lot of interesting side gigs. Yep, I see you're in Vegas. There's a lot of side gigs going on in Vegas. A lot of business to be had when the tourists can get there. Hello from the Netherlands. Yeah, Finland. Wow. Yeah, I can't speak Finnish. You know, the Finnish language is not connected to any other language in the world. It's a real mystery. Yeah, I don't know where in the world did you guys get that? Okay, enjoy your toast. I am. Thank you so much. I know I feel like I need to talk, but yeah, the XDC, that was a really fun video, wasn't it? Hello, Philip. Oh, this is good. This is really, really good. Yeah, Slovenia. Isn't it just totally amazing? It blows my mind how we are also connected. Yeah, now you're in Okinawa. Wow, that's great. We're so connected um, through many ways, just not, through what we are believing in terms of XRP, but so many of us are in crypto for, well, lots of reasons, right? Some of us love the tech. Some of us want to make some money. Some of us want to hold long term for investment for our future. It's just really, really, we are so lucky. And I hope that the SEC, oh, I missed that question. Sorry. I hope that the SEC doesn't ruin it for the retail investor. So did you live in Manhattan Beach? I sure did. I lived on 2nd and Highland, right here where all the movies are shot. No, not really. Although I used to go to my Starbucks and I used to see famous people. I could name drop lots, but I probably shouldn't. But yeah, that neighborhood has a lot of people living in it, not just people visiting. Yeah, a lot of surfers there. They have a big volleyball tournament every summer. Manhattan Beach was really a great place to live. I enjoyed LA a lot. San Francisco. Yeah, I'm a Bay Area girl. I'm a South Bay girl. So I grew up in the Bay Area. I left when I was 23, but that's where I lived until I moved up north into the Seattle, Portland area. So nice to see the whole following of your vids. Yeah, congrats on the efforts and you wish. Yeah, well, I just think, oh, that's Chibi making a lot of noise, dumping things over. Sorry. And Torrance, yes. Well, Torrance, you're right there. In fact, oh gosh, I've got lots of Torrance stories now because when I do go back, I have Japanese friends. They're living in Torrance, and I have a few places that I always go eat at. One of them is Shinsen Gumi Ramen, and another one is a. It's that one. The second one I was going to tell you about is actually owned by Koreans. It's yakiniku, but it's a lot of the Japanese community goes because they hire a lot of Japanese staff there. Digital nomad investor. What Kit Kat goes with what wine? Okay, well, I have to show you the new Kit Kat that I got because, finally, I had a problem with the mail here. I couldn't mail anything out of Japan for months and months and months. And I had a big celebration when I hit I forget, 50,000 or something like that on the channel. I can't remember. And I still have 4 people that I need to ship to. Well, the Kit Kats that I bought for them, they expired. And it's because I couldn't ship to anyone. So I just recently, like 2 days ago, went and got some new Kit Kats for those people. And this is the very rare ruby red. It's considered one of the 4th chocolates of the world. So we have milk chocolate, bitter dark chocolate, milk, butter, white, and red ruby. This is a really rare chocolate. And so I bought 3 of those so that I can finally ship out people who've been waiting. And I'm sure they thought, oh, I'm totally a flake that, I say I'm going to ship these Kit Kats and then nothing comes. But, they actually stopped all the shipping because we didn't have the planes. You could do flat document mail, but you couldn't do any packages for months on end because of the lack of planes flying between. That's how they moved the mail. And there just weren't enough there wasn't enough air traffic. Hello, Australia. And let's see, who else do we have here? We have digital nomad. What are you talking about? Same shipping down here, shut down. Yeah, was terrible. I have a small, tiny little export business. My business, it's still alive, but it pretty much went quiet for a while. So SoCal, yeah, I see you, Mad Mickey. That's nice. God, a lot of people. Now I know why a lot of people from Australia right now. It's because of the time zone. And Germany, what time is it in Germany? And Taiwan, we're very, very close. We're only about an hour difference. Yes. Oh, hello, Korea. You are my neighbor. And Georgia. Well, Georgia, you are up very, very late into the night. Singapore. Woohoo! Singapore, you're rocking it. I'm telling you. You are absolutely, Singapore, the crypto, in my opinion, the crypto Silicon Valley of the world. I mean, there has no other country that has embraced this technology and blockchain more than Singapore. Singapore is rocking it for sure. Here is a question here. I woke to the largest bank in Australia, and customers are always upset when their international transfers taking 5 days. Yeah. You know, that's the other thing too. Like yesterday when I did the XDC video and I learned that they are doing this digitization of the letter of credits all the way to settlement, they are taking what took 10 to 15 days before. Oh, thank you so much, HV. 10 to 15 days before. Have you ever think about starting an OnlyFans? I'm not sure what that means, but that that process went down to less than 24 hours now with blockchain. And so, yeah, R3 is knocking it out of the park too. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what that bridge is between R3 and XDC. Okay, watch a drinking. Hey, Crypto Eri, watch a drinking. I don't know what that means. Yeah, you can watch me drink. This is the first time. But I have been promising for I don't know how long, at least 2 years, right? That I was going to toast with a pink champagne when a corridor was confirmed going from Japan using XRP, and we found out it is going to Singapore. So how about that? Thank you, Alan. Yeah, this is really good. Hello, Tony. Nice to see you. Yeah, enjoy your, glad you enjoyed the fluff. I don't get too much complaint about it now. In the very beginning when I started doing it, some people were like, what the heck is this? I didn't come here for this. So yeah, that's okay. It, for me, it is part of, the fun part of life is to just kind of keep learning too. Yeah, XRP to the moon. Yeah, you know, can you imagine what's going to happen when we see this SEC complaint behind us? Can you even imagine what is going to happen with the digital asset? I'm not just talking about the speculation. I'm talking about the use cases that can actually freely go live after that. All of the people that have been holding back. It's just going to be incredible. And you are my VIP guest to my, looks like a full restaurant in California. Cool. And please stop by whenever you're in California. I love pho noodles, so you have to know I love food. So you got to be careful. Yeah, those what we call tabe hodai places, which is all you can eat, they lose money on me. And sometimes you can do you can even include an all you can drink for like a 2-hour time frame. Those guys lose money on me every time. Yeah, so isn't everyone just so thrilled that through these really toughest of tough times, we have something we can celebrate? And I think the timing was very interesting. I don't doubt that Mr. Kitao, in fact, if I were to really know Mr. Kitao like I think I do, I can tell you that he probably has a few other surprises up his sleeve to prove out the use case that XRP is much more than just a speculative asset, that it actually has, yeah, the utility that we all know that it has. But he's going to really be able to show the rest of the world, what are you guys talking about? This asset is saving companies some big money. Oh, Annalise, cheers. Skull. Annalise knows that. Skull, Annalise. Hmm. Yeah, I hope. Oh, that one was so good. I hope that I'm not keeping any of you up. Do the battle. What's the battle, Craig? I don't know what the battle is. I'm not sure what the battle is. But oh gosh, I tell you today when I didn't have a backup bottle like ready for this particular day, so I read the news, I tweeted it out really quick, and then I ran down and picked out a bottle of good pink sparkle. I was hoping for a Perrier Jouet, but they didn't have the pink, and it has to always be pink when I'm celebrating. That's my personal rule. What am I drinking? This is uh, a Veuve Clicquot. It's, it's good. It's not a Grand Dame. It's not a Perrier Jouet, but it's good, and I'm not complaining. We're going to have Kampai to you too. We're going to have more opportunities, I think. Wow, so many people from the Philippines in today. That's just really great. Any word on Ripple? I haven't heard. I think the latest we heard was from Stu Alderati, right? And he seems to still be very confident. I get the feeling that they really do believe they're on the right side of the law. And we're going to know a lot when Gary Gensler gets in, because he's going to no doubt make his presence known when he is taking that position. At least thank God that he understands the crypto asset space. So is it wise to buy SBI holdings? I don't follow the SBI stock. So yeah, I'm not a stock. I used to be a stock person. I lost. Oh, it's Chibi. He's making lots of noise. I used to be a stock person. I used to trade a lot, and I totally lost my interest in stocks when I got into crypto because it's so boring to me. Nothing moves. Nothing moves up or down in a way that I like. I love the volatility. Yeah, I really love it. So what's the celebration? Okay, the celebration is XRP is being used to move money from Japan to Singapore. Thank you so much, Lustag, and thank you so much, Crypto Linnell. I really appreciate it. With the Sumitomo Corporation. And again, I'm just for those people who might have just joined. What I'm so incredibly shocked with, yeah, I'm shocked because I really just didn't think they were going to use XRP as a hedge for the domestic companies, but they're using it for the domestic use of companies here too, as well as the cross-border remittances. And it looks like that it is going to go into the FX market. They say that it's pretty much clearing itself for the proof of use for FX swaps. Daily FX trading is about on the high side of 6 trillion a day, and about 50% to 60% of that is done in swaps. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? I mean, think about it. Think about getting a good sized chunk of the swap business in FX to hedge your volatility within fiat using XRP. I mean, wow. Wow, 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 wow. And then as a carrier, I get involved with Crypto Eri as a Will Quinn. I don't understand what that means. I'm so sorry. Annalise, yeah, it is great news. And yeah, this is definitely, oh, hello from Boston. Boston, do you recognize my picture up above me, up above my head, Keith? Do you know? That's Boston, by the way. That's Boston. I don't know if you know where it is, but that is Boston. Retirement around the corner? Yeah, well, I am definitely never going to be the one that retires. I just will find something else that I love to do. Am I fluent in Japanese? Well, I'm fluent enough that I can get by. There's different levels of fluency. So can I tell a cab driver this is one of the most difficult. There's two things that were one of the most difficult hurdles I had to get over, and that was how to tell a cab driver to get to someplace that's really difficult, right? I mean, you're talking about Tokyo doesn't have streets that just go east, west, north, south, and it's not like go up to this light and take a right. It's not like that. And so when you have to give really detailed directions to a cab driver, because not even on their Navi system can they find an address that is in these back alleys and back streets. And so, yeah, so that's one. The second thing is going to the hospital or to the doctor. Those are the two biggest hurdles that I overcame in the language, which if you go to another country, I think those are the two hardest things to get over. And sometimes, oh, thank you so much, Berserker. I know that Chip and Jeff are always like, Berserker. It's so funny. Yeah, just like when I think of notorious, I always say notorious. There's just some things you say when you see certain people because you become part of your name. And so that just happens. MIT, Boston? No, that's wrong, Marco. You're close, but it's not MIT. But you're close. You're close. You're very close. It's on the other side of the Charles River. I will give you that clue. So let's see. Well, so, gosh, I really wish everyone, cheers to you, Berserker. I really am happy. And the Netherlands, I think I heard that Crypto Granny moved to the Netherlands. I was shocked to hear that she left Australia. That's pretty amazing. And I think Lady E, are you guys going to do any new? I mean, I love the music you've done so far, and I'm not wanting you to, do something that's not creatively in your scope, but I'm just curious if you're going to come out with any new music, because what you have done so far has been absolutely amazing. Everybody loves it. So are you not opposed to celebrating? Is there something that happened? Yes, cosmic perspective. Something big happened. XRP is being used to move money for businesses, not only domestically in Japan, but now actually moving that value from Japan to Singapore. So this has gone way beyond a speculative asset. This is an asset that is proving its utility. And in the announcement, they talk about really using this as a tool for the FX market, which is gigantic. We're talking trillions daily. And it's going to be a tool used to hedge for the volatility of fiat and swaps. It's huge, guys. I mean, huge. Yeah. Craig Heaton, what are you doing up still? And XRP bags, you guys should be sleeping. I didn't think I would have this many people in the stream because, the United States is like in the middle of the night. And not that everybody's in the United States, but I know a big portion of the YouTube analytics tell me that the people are from the US. Okay, hold on, everybody. XRP never sleeps. Yeah, it sure doesn't. This space is, how many people, I wish I could see a raise of the hands. How many people sleep with their phones? Yeah, how many times do you check your phone at night? Once, twice, 0, 10 times? I think I check so much I can't even count. Yeah, the impact on the price. Well, that's a good question, if there's going to be an impact on the price. So the XRP is coming. They're buying it from FX Coin. FX Coin is owned by SBI. SBI, I don't know if they wholly own it, but they are the largest, I'm sure, investor. And so the question is, I'm sure they're getting the XRP from SBI. Positive on that. Actually, that was from a previous announcement that the XRP was, oh, Croatia. Woohoo! That's where Steadis is from. The XRP is coming from SBI, so it goes from SBI to FX Coin. How much is FX Coin holding for that? So this is, if you remember, if you've gone back and looked at kind of the early conversations that David had when he was trying to explain how the price would be how it would have impact on the use of XRP. If you go to Quorum, you can find this conversation. He talks about, in order to really execute on the vision, you would have to have these pools of XRP all over that, are moving constantly throughout the world to create that liquidity. So we're just looking at a few corridors right now, right? And so to actually execute on a worldwide liquidity basis, it's going to have an impact. And when you have an impact on that supply, it has an impact on price because of the demand. So will this use case have an impact? Well, I think if they roll it out into a full-fledged, like balls out kind of, and by the way, balls out is a term that you can use in shipping. So don't worry, I'm not being vulgar. That is a real term that's used in shipping. When you put the throttle, you put the balls out, which is full power ahead. And so when you balls out on that XRP used here from Japan, Japan has a pretty big economy. Yes, hello, Osaka girl. I'm not from Osaka. I'm actually, I'm not an Osaka girl. I can't speak Osaka Ben, which is the dialect down there. I wish I could. Sounds so cool, but I can't do it. Yeah, you think I have an innocent face. I might look very innocent, but I think a lot of you know that I have lived a lot of lives. I'm like a cat, I have been through a lot. It's funny. I always hear digital asset investor talk about, you kids and you young ones, and like he's some old grandpa talking stories in a wheelchair. But, I look at him. I've got shoes that are older than he is. So, it's just so funny. Yeah. And actually, with that experience, I will tell you, I hope all of you get to my age, because the knowledge that you have and the life experiences that you have when you finally reach to this point are really, really incredibly useful for you for whatever you decide to continue to do. I really honestly am talking straight to everyone who is younger. Yeah, I know I'm probably sounding really funny right now. Well, maybe because I've had just a glass and a half, not even a half, just a glass of champagne. That's not bad, right? So yeah, I don't keep you guys through the whole night. I just really, I'm a chameleon. I don't know if I'm a chameleon. Actually, I think I wear my heart out on my sleeve. Wow. So I got some, I know, I'm sorry, I can't read that currency. Oh, India. So it's rupees. Managed to catch online. Yeah, thank you so much, Viv. Yeah, thank you so much. That's really, really sweet of you. But I promised myself, like nearly 2 years ago, when we saw something happen from Japan when it comes to real use case that was using the digital asset XRP, I was going to toast online. So how was the earthquake? Yeah, earthquakes are always scary. The last one was too big for me. Yeah, I don't like them. This is exactly the seat I was sitting in when we had the big one in March 2011. And Momo, who is my kitty next to me, doesn't like them either, because there is a huge phone alarm that she learned to recognize because we had so many of the aftershocks that she gets really freaked out. Lynette Zhang, who is younger? Lynette Zhang. Well, how old is Lynette Zhang? I don't know. So how old is she? I listen to her. I listen to her often. Yeah. Protect your assets, right? I listen to her a lot. The new person that I'm listening to is Lynn Alden. Wow, she blows my mind every time I listen to her. I have to listen. I'll be honest with you. I listen sometimes 3 times to really get what she says, because it's just like a tsunami of intellectual knowledge. If you are really into economics, and if you really want to understand what is driving markets, Lynn Alden, she was on Real Vision recently. She's a guest. She's really very kind with her time. She's not selfish with appearances. So she is someone you can really often finds once a week as a guest somewhere out there on the inner tube, on the YouTube land. Lynn Alden is amazing. Yeah, Michelle, totally. Like, yeah, and Annalise has loved. She is just so scary smart. I mean, scary smart. Scary smart. Yeah, like the first time I heard Vitalik speak, I said to myself, wow, scary smart. All right, listening to Crypto Eri on my way home. Oh, good for you. Wow, on the bus in Nagasaki. How cool is that? Oh, how cool is that? That's cool. Yeah, on the bus. Thank you, David. Thanks for the Kit Kats. Oh, back in 2019. You're very welcome. Yeah, and you still have the stamps and posted this. Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna get those last 3 packages out to people who are, I'm sure, thinking I was totally flaky, but I wasn't. It's just that the shipping was stopped here. So Nagasaki is a place I want to visit because of all of the history with the Spanish padres that came. I want to take a look at some of those old churches. Yeah, Lynn Alden, she is genius. But how great is she that she shows up on so many invites of people who, and and people are very like, Lynn, can you just like tell me in terms that I can understand what you're saying? She has one of those incredible abilities to communicate without losing her audience. That's really hard. That's really hard. Vitalik needs a babysitter. Vitalik, I think, is a little bit, yeah. Hi, Peppy. I think Vitalik is a little nervous, and he should be, not just because of Flair, but because, getting to the next stage where they're actually scalable and get rid of those high fees looks like a huge hurdle for Ethereum. And so, I mean, I'm sure he's a little bit, well, maybe he's not worried, but I guess if I was in his shoes, I would be worried. Tokyo Channel. Hello, Tokyo Channel. Wow, I have to check out. Am I following you? I don't know if I'm following you. I don't think maybe I'm following you. So you guys are just so kind to hang out with me. Can I just have just a tiny bit more of this? I'm just going to do it. I'm going to wrap it up here really soon, but I just want to have just a tiny bit more. So thank you so much. I promise the next time we do this, I will get a bottle of the Perrier Jouet, that is my favorite because of the memories that I have with that champagne when I used to live in LA. That's really why. So yeah, cheers. And as we say in Japan, kampai. Yeah, I love you too, Sean. I love all of you. And I thank everyone for their support. And yeah, and if I ever got cranky on the Twitter with you, I'm sorry. Twitter is horrible. I sometimes lose my patience on Twitter. Yeah, it's terrible. It's not a good space for me. Oh, this is so good. I'm having a good time. I feel like I'm having a party with all my great friends around the world. So a lot of Netherlands. Oh, so many people. Yeah, it's so fun. I'm gonna go back. I'm going to go back and Nova Scotia. Woo! Nova Scotia in this time of year, I think it's still really cold, right? Oh, hello from Iowa. Did I see that correctly? If I did, wow. Okay, I've got a Villisca, Iowa. Yeah, I have relatives there. I've got relatives everywhere, like most Americans do, because they have cousins here and there, and aunts and uncles. And when you're talking about, I'm a fifth generation American, so when you're a fifth generation American and your people came in from, um, actually the boats that came in from my great grandparents were Canada. And from Canada, they came down into the United States. And many of them settled in the Midwest. Yeah, that was very typical for the people of that time. That was, they were given farmland. Actually, in the Civil War, one of my great grandfathers was given land for free if he did a 2-year stint for the Civil War, and he did. And so then he got this big piece of land in Iowa and has kept it in the family still. Can you believe that? So many farms are gone, but on my dad's side, it's still a family farm, which is really amazing. They do soybean, corn, and cows, some pigs. And they lease a lot of the land out. Anyway, that's kind of getting crazy talk, right? You guys are not interested in that crazy talk. You want to just talk crypto. Hello from Mexico. ¿Cómo estás? Yep, muy buen. I'm really good. I hope you are too. I am, yep, wow. I think 2 people from Mexico and Hawaii. Aloha, mahalo. Yeah, so Nicholas Edmonds, you're just so dear. Thank you so much. I'm going to have a couple more sips and then we're going to say goodbye. Yeah, oh, thanks, XRP bags. You are funny. Yeah, you're doing a great job. I'm enjoying your streams a lot. I have been in lurking many times. Gray area, marry you. Wow, that's a difficult thing to do when we're in totally different parts of the world, right? That's impossible. Andrew Nation, so many names that I see and have seen over the course of this journey in my comment section. And I just want to thank everyone so much. Norway. Yeah. Yeah. So love from Norway. Yep. Visis. Takskaduha. Yeah, I want to just when I go into my brain for Norwegian, I want to, what happens is that it's really complicated unless you speak those languages on a daily basis. You imprint on top. So I want what wants to come out is Japanese, but ole mangas. I see you from Norway. I have been to your country many times. My mom's side is from Stavanger, that area, Ordal to be exact. So there you go. All right, so everybody happy? You should be happy. I know. Price action was a little bit better, so we seem to have at least stabilized, and I don't know if it's hit the bottom. According to BC Backer, we might still be in the position to see a little bit more downside. I'm not sure. But I don't give advice often, but I will give this advice to everyone always is don't be greedy. Don't be afraid to take profit and cost average in. Those are my 3 really serious, on a serious level, from what I've learned over the period of years being in this space, back in 2014 when I got my first Bitcoin. And I think also, too, I hope everybody is very, very humble when we do see this huge surge in the XRP pricing that we will see when we get over this complaint. Be humble, because we have seen a lot of behavior from the communities that get a little puffy, like a peacock, when their price is good. I want everyone to just be humble and be grateful and be kind. I know it sounds like really like, oh God, don't preach me, but it's important. It's important to remain humble when our price does go to the moon, because it's going to go to the moon because this utility is for real. It's not a fake. It's not a scam. It is really a digital asset that is going to bring value in so many ways to so many verticals. So I'm confident for that. And I'm not a moon girl. You guys know that. I've been in and out of this digital asset 100% more than once. So I am not one of those people that tell you that, yeah, I'm just not. We're all different in this space, but I want to tell you, don't be greedy. Don't be afraid to take profit, cost average in, know what you have, because this digital asset does have utility. And this is the celebration today for that utility. And I want to thank everyone. I know I'm going to drink and I keep talking. So the next time I just keep talking, come to Japan, and then we can do this over a couple of glasses together. And I'm going to take one sip and say goodbye to you. That was 3 sips. Oh, I love champagne. All right, everybody. I love you. Do take care. All right. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.